Good morning and welcome to our gentle yoga practice. This will be a 30-minute practice. I've included the Spotify playlist in the link. So if that's something that you'd like to follow along with, you can hit play now and we'll be all synced up with our music together. So I'll invite you to come to an easy seat wherever you're most comfortable. Maybe sitting on a block or sitting on a pillow, maybe just the mat, wherever you feel supported. Starting to close the eyes so that you can drop into the body. Drop into this space. Start to shift some of the weight back into the sits bones so that you can lengthen through the spine. Letting the eyes just fall gently shut, removing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. We'll find our Ujjayi breath, this audible exhale. Practicing drawing the inhale from the belly all the way up. Exhale as if you're fogging up a mirror, but with the mouth closed. Continuing the exhale till all of the air is out of the body, and then drawing the next inhale in. Finding a rhythm to this practice, seeing if naturally your inhale or your exhale is longer with this type of breath work. And you're welcome to continue with the Ujjayi breath through our practice, or to fall into just a nice deep pattern of breath work instead. Bringing the attention to what's on the mind. What thoughts are swirling? What thoughts can you quiet? So we find stillness, letting the glitter fall. Looking at what's on the heart. What has been making your heart be filled with joy? What has perhaps been hurting your heart? And feeling into the body. Our bodies give us many indicators as to when something is right. That fight or flight response is often right on point. Were there any times in your day today where you felt the need for flight? And have you sat with the reasons as to why you feel that way? What makes your body feel comfortable? What makes your body feel safe? We'll begin to prepare for our asana practice. Allowing the eyes to flicker open, gazing to the mat. Bringing the fingers to the floor beside you. On the inhale, the arms rise. On the exhale, they lower. Inhale, they rise. Exhale, they lower. Inhale, they rise. Exhale finds prayer in front of the heart, bowing the head in. Taking a moment to set an intention for our practice this evening. Open the eyes and rise the head. On the inhale, push the palms up, follow the thumbs. On the exhale, separate and hinge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hinge. This time stay low, take the arms out long in front of you with tented fingers. Sink the sits bones back and down. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Sweep the arms up and overhead. We'll drop the right fingertips down in line with the hip. Pull down through the left sit bone so that you can bend right. You can allow the right elbow to bend. Gazing left. Inhale through center. We'll switch sides. Left fingertips ground. Right arm rises. Pull the right sits bone down. Beginning to flow from one side to the other with the breath. Taking one more complete round. And then finding center. We'll place the hands in front of the legs and roll over the knees, come to table. Now, for gentle yoga, as with really any yoga practice, but especially here, if you feel the need to modify, if you would like blankets under the knees, something to take some of the stress off of the body and joints, then now's a great time to secure those props. Otherwise, knees in line with the wrists, hide the feet and shins behind the thighs. Drop into your cat-cow practice with the breath, inhaling to drop the belly to cow. Exhale to round to cat. Pause in cat. Grounds with the shins, the tops of the feet, even the toenails. Pulling up as much as you can, navel towards spine, dropping through the head. Exhale, release to center. Inhale, drop the belly, turn the gaze out. Exhale to cat, flowing through now. You're welcome to pause if you'd like to, or just keep this as an active motion between these two poses. Take one last round. And then find a neutral spine. From neutral, extend the right leg straight back. The foot is flexed, the toes point down. Right leg sets over left, turn to look at the toes. Inhale through center, right leg rises. Exhale, step the right foot through the hands. We'll sweep the arms up. Now, you might find yourself knee over ankle without dropping the left hip, or you might find that you heel toe the right foot forward so you can drop the left hip. Your preference, sweeping the arms up. Pinky spiral forward, shoulders lower. Exhale to goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop the right arm, reach for the left thigh. Sending the gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, the right arm rises. Exhale, frame out the front foot. Sweep this right leg back. Closed-legged child's pose. Sink the seat to the heels. It's a nice gentle opening of the body. Inhale, roll through table. Seek alignment again. Then on the inhale, extend the left leg straight back. Elongate, and then left leg steps over right. Turn to look at the toes. Inhale, rise the left leg through center. Exhale, step it through the hands. Your choice, how open you allow this pose to be. Maybe how open your body allows it to be. Exhale to goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, the left arm drops, reach for the right thigh, send the gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, the left arm rises. Exhale, frame out the front foot. Sweep the left leg back. Take the knees wide this time. One big toe on top of the other, child's pose. One more breath in this space. On the inhale, rise the head, start to roll forward. Bring the knees in line with the wrists, but keep them the same distance apart that they are now. And then start to find circles with the hips. Inhale, drop them forward. Exhale, sink the seat towards the heels. Reverse direction, taking the circles the opposite way. One last circle. And then once you've completed the circle, find neutral table. Tuck the toes under. We're going to shift the weight back. Coming to toe stand. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can always untuck the toes, but this will stretch out the middle of the feet, the arches, shifting the weight back in this way. We won't stay here too long. While we're here though, inhale, rise the arms. Intertwine the fingers, flip the palms up. Exhale, drop the wrists in line with the shoulders, round through the back. Pulling the shoulder blades towards the front of the body, pushing the palms out and away. Inhale, the palms rise. Exhale, round. Inhale, they rise. Exhale, they round. Release the hands down towards the mat. Untuck the toes from their toe stand position and walk the hands forward. So if you are someone who enjoys and feels comfortable in down dog, now is a good opportunity to practice that. If you are not someone who likes to come to down dog on the palms, you can always come down on forearms or using blocks, or come to table and just make that your down dog option for this class. There won't be many down dogs. You would like to find your way there, tuck the toes and rise the tailbone, pedaling out the feet just to find some space. Always listening to what your body needs, making that the practice of yoga. Yoga is not one size fits all. If you are in down dog, gently lower the knees. Keep the toes tucked. Walk the hands back towards the knees. So if you're in table, we're all now in the same position. I'm going to tap my fingers and push up to stand at the back of the mat, folding over the legs. On the inhale, half lift, flat back. On the exhale, fold. Inhale, full rise, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, take part all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, full rise. Exhale, take prayer down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, full rise. Exhale, take prayer down. We'll plant the fingertips, bend the knees, and come back down to a seated position on the mat, taking the legs out long in front of us. On the inhale, the right leg draws in. We'll step the right leg over the left. Left arm wraps the leg as you twist right. We'll be flexing through the front foot, pulling the toes back towards the shin, allowing this back elbow to bend so you can find some more room. I have a few options for you depending on how much twist you'd like to find. You can find that maybe this front arm stays wrapped around the front of the shin and leg, hand flexed and open, or maybe instead we deepen it just a little by finding a pose with this 90-degree angle, taking the top of the arm to the thigh and using that as leverage to twist a little deeper here. Sending the breath from the top to the bottom of the spine and back up again. On the exhale, unwind. Cradle this shin and foot and gently rock it from side to side. The right foot plants down on the mat. We'll open the right knee out, so we're coming to half cobbler. Bottom of the foot comes to the inside of the thigh. Rooting with the sits bones. Finding secure ground. Pulling up tall through the crown of the head again. Feeling the center engage. On the inhale, both arms sweep up. On the exhale, lift and hinge wherever you hinge from. Keep a flat back and land the fingers where they'd like to go. Doesn't mean we have to touch the foot. So in order to keep a flat back, the hands can be in super close. Maybe on the exhale, you pulse forward with the flat back, and the inhale, we rise up and away again. One more breath. On the inhale, the right knee rises to center, and on the exhale, lengthen the leg out. Inhale, the left leg pulls in. Exhale, step it over the right. The right arm wraps as you twist left. Again, any option here. If you'd like to deepen it to have leverage, bend the elbow, take it to the thigh. On your next exhale, unwind. Cradle the shin and foot, gently rock it from side to side. We'll plant the foot down, open the left knee out towards half cobbler, sitting up tall at first, just rooting with the sits bones, lengthening before we fold. Then on the inhale, both arms sweep up. On the exhale, lift and hinge, fold over the leg. Remember to keep the back flat. We don't want this big rounding through the back. Shoulders pulled down away from ears. Tended fingers land wherever they land. On the inhale, we'll roll up. Rise the left knee. Right leg draws in. Take the hands behind the back. Gently rock the legs from side to side. And then from here, we're going to find our way onto our backs so that we can play with eagle. So eagle on our backs is very similar to eagle standing. So I'll talk you through this pose so that you can visualize it the best you can while you're on your back and not as able to look at the video. So for eagle, we'll be taking both feet in center so it's in line with the tailbone. And they're pretty close in so that you could just about graze the ankles. From here, I'm going to cross my right knee over my left thigh as if I was sitting on the couch, very casually. I'll open my arms into a T, cross my right arm or my left arm under my right to make an X, so I can bend at the elbows to find eagle arms. Bringing the joint of the thumb to the center of the forehead, hugging the arms in tight towards center without creating a lot of tension in the shoulders. This might be enough for you right here. If you're here and this is too much, relax the grip with the hands. Maybe you just cross arms over each other, let them hang across the body instead of finding the bind fingertips to palms. If you'd like to increase this pose, engage the core, draw the knees towards the navel, feeling the lower back really tightly engage the mat. Everything pulls into center. Perhaps we start to wrap one foot behind the other shin. Breathing right here, unraveling whenever you need to. Scanning the body, the mind, the heart as we move through our practice. Begin to release the arms, opening them into a T. Begin to unravel the legs, pushing the feet straight up for waterfall. Seeing if you can find a way to keep heels in line right over hips. So what's happening here in waterfall is I'm not so much depending on my lower back as I am pulling my navel down towards the floor. So I'm feeling it right here in the abdomen, if you're able to see the video. Flexing, pushing the balls of the feet up towards the ceiling so that the toenails are coming back in the direction of the tops of the feet. From here, inhale, bend the knees in towards the chest. Exhale, plant the feet down on the ground. Allow the knees to fall right as you gaze left. Inhale the legs through center, and we'll take this to the other side. With the feet in close together in line with the tailbone, cross the left knee over the right thigh. Right arm under left to make an X for eagle arms. And then perhaps you rise the knees in the direction of the elbows to find full eagle. Maybe you cross to find the bind with the legs, maybe you don't. Taking one more breath here. Start to slowly release the arms, opening them into a T. Begin to unravel the legs. Inhale to push the soles of the feet straight up. Navel pulls towards the spine. Inhale, the knees draw in. Exhale, the feet plant down. Allow the legs to fall left as you gaze right. Inhale through center, draw the knees in. And then begin to rock from side to side or make circles with the knees to massage out the lower back. Whatever it is that you prefer. We'll plant both feet on the mat. And I'll invite you to start to take the body long. The legs come long. They're wide, at least the width of the mat, so that the feet can fall open. The arms are wide, at least the width of the mat, palms facing up. Letting the body be heavy. You might find that the lower back is hovering just slightly with that natural curve off the mat. That's okay. But draw the belly in on every inhale to draw the breath from there, making that the origin of the breath. Start to allow yourself to surrender into the earth below the mat. The earth that we so badly need to connect with on a more regular basis. Those times when we need to feel held and supported and guided, this is where we can come back to, laying heavy. Softening the face. Noticing if there's tension in the hairline, the jaw. Working to release that tension. And then from this space, allowing yourself to start to drift towards Shavasana, towards just simply being. Allowing whatever comes up to come up. But if it's something that doesn't serve you, allowing it to go, knowing it'll be there for another time. Acknowledging it, noticing it, and then dropping back into yourself. I'll leave you for these next few moments to just simply be. I'll prompt you shortly to rise. from the state of just simply being, begin to increase the length and the depth of the breath. Seeing how it feels to lay heavy, to move the breath with intention. Not finding any rush to the rising. Taking another breath or two in the relishing of this moment. Gently allow the head to start to turn from side to side as if you're slowly shaking it no. Start to feel the heart center rise a bit more on every inhale, pulling the shoulders back to let the heart open. Start to make tiny motions with the hips. Allowing the legs to start to fall inward and then turning them out before you slowly bend one knee to draw a foot in and then the other. Deciding whether to roll onto your right side to rest for a few breaths or to come up to sit in stillness for a few breaths. We'll meet in a seated position with eyes open or closed. We'll bring the fingers to the floor next to the body. On the inhale, the arms rise. On the exhale, they lower. Inhale, they rise. Exhale, they lower. Inhale, they rise. Exhale, find prayer in front of the heart, bowing the head in. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer danger. May you be healthy in body and in mind. May you find peace and be truly happy. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.